Okay, welcome back everyone. We're at match point on Polar Night as Moonbaby does lead the series 2-1.
I'm going to be cheering for Sparhawk this game. Not only because he is a Brotos brethren, but because
We want
if he
an
wins,
ace match.
we get the ace match.
Ace match.
Ace match.
It's all about ace match.
Ace match?
Ace match? Yes, ace match. I mean, the tension.
Ace of spades.
When you do have the ace match, the tension is just so high. You don't know who's going to win, you don't know who's going to lose.
It all hinges on one game, a best of one, to decide the winner of the Freshers Tournament.
Yeah, exactly. That's what makes it so exciting.
Best of one.
So, the next map is going to be Polar Night. And we are going to the loading screen.
Same. Ask me anything about Polar Night.
Is Polar Night cold?
There are polar bears.
Is it day or night time on Polar Night?
I don't know.
Well, it looks like it's day, but I'm gonna
It
go with
looks
night.
like it's daytime.
I'm gonna go with night. Final answer.
Our survey says it's actually daytime on Polar Night.
Okay.
Actually, no.
In the top left corner,
It's pretty dark.
we have the appropriately coloured light blue, teal, however you want to call it, Protoss player Sparhawk.
Icy.
Pussy Sparhawk.
Pussy Sparhawk. And down in the bottom right position, we have the inappropriately orange Moonbaby Arzo.
Yes, Pussy Moonbaby. These players are in fact teammates. A lot of mind games going on in these games. And
Cox fix the overlay. Oh, you already have. Good job, Cox.
everybody, round of applause for Cox. Yes, that is our live audience cheering for Cox.
Woo! Coxie!
And we do see the gateway in the main base for Sparhawk, indicating yet another gateway expansion. The question is, will maybe go for that hatchery block again?
Is he going to see it in time?
Well, let me just go back a bit and talk a bit about Tourament.
Alright, we have to censor that. I think some disciplinary action will happen after this game for that
Yeah, I
comment.
need to ask Blizzard what we should do. So, a bit about Polar Night. I think Polar Night is the most favourite Zerg map, the Zerg vs Protoss map, because it's so hard to take a third base. I mean, there's two possible third base locations, and if we look at them, they're both just so wide open. I mean, how are you gonna section things off with buildings or force fields? I mean, there's just no way. There's too much. So
What about the reverse base? Is that just garbage?
there's a base at the back, but you have to destroy two sets of rocks in order to get to it. So, and by the time you have a big enough army to actually kill those rocks, you might as well take one of the forward ones anyways. So, it is hard to take a third base or Protoss on this map. And of course, Zerg tends to like wide open areas because they can dodge force fields and get flanks. So, this is a difficult Protoss map.
Disgusting, disgusting flanks. And we see a hatch first going down again as the gateway completes.
The question is, will we see the hatchery block? And maybe. The drone was like it wanted to, but then it...
Maybe the hatchery's going to go in the main this time.
No, that would not work.
Are you sure?
Yes. Well, crazy things have happened.
That is true. Crazy things.
Only
have
today
happened.
I beat somebody
You beat
building
somebody.
a
Well done, Zay.
by building
Well done, Zay.
by building my natural and their natural. You could say it was an unnatural natural.
Oh snap.
Yes. And you do see the probe checking for that hatchery. Thank God. Sparhawk thanking God that it's not there, because if it was, he would probably make a forge again and die.
Okay.
And we do see Moonbaby did go for a hatchery gas core build, which will give him a very fast speed, which will help him fend off any kind of gateway pressure.
Mothership core on the way.
Mothership core coming down before the Nexus. This kind of indicates Sparhawk's a bit scared of what's going on. Or else, if he wasn't, he would have got a Nexus first. Or Nexus first. We do see about 10 Zerg in production for Moonbaby. He wants to put some aggression on this base.
Well, why wouldn't you? Look how open it is. It's all map.
Well, I mean, the natural is quite easy to defend. It's only the third base that's hard to defend.
It's still quite wide. Especially when you don't wall in at
Actually,
all.
this natural is easier to take than a lot, because you can wall it. You can make a nice wall with only one tile and 2 3x3 buildings. But I mean, it's gonna. We have to see how Sparhawk decides to wall it. He needs to wall quickly if he wants to. Oh my God, the Mothership
sees the lanes, so he should be well aware. He's popping down the
sentry,
first part of the wall.
Will he be able to?
Sentry is not going to come in time, and
And the pylon's going to be focused now on... Oh, things are not looking good for...
He might even have to cancel...
He might have to cancel the 2-gate and the Nexus. Actually, he could let it finish and pose an overcharge. I think the Ling still might kill it. I mean, there's more on the way. Speed's 3/4 gone. The Nexus is going to
Oh, a
finish.
cheeky pylon got down.
Pylon's going to
what it's
die.
going to do.
The mothership core. The pylon's going to survive barely. No, not as easily. We need to pose an overcharge. No cancel on that pylon. Big mistake. The sentry boldly coming down. I'm not sure if it's a good idea. Okay. He needs to wall. He needs to wall before the other links get in. Speed's very close. Very, very close. He needs to wall before the speed links can get in. No, it's not a complete wall. Things can still
put a Zealot in there. Which he doesn't have.
He doesn't have a Zealot.
When put the sentry there.
No, but the sentry is so important. You don't want it to risk. You want to just wall off the building in this situation. You don't want to have to waste a force field on part of your wall. Because all he knows basically a baning nest. If there was a baning nest, then he needs every force field he can get.
Lanes have gone around the back cheekily.
Wow,
Will they get spotted?
It's a unique play. I mean, if you look at the vision,
he has no idea.
He has no idea. I mean, as the probes come down from the main, he barely sees the rocks getting damaged.
He won't see it again for ages. He won't. Okay, he sees it now.
Okay, as he hits the gas, he should see it. He needs to be out.
Yeah, he sees it.
The sentry's in position. You can see Moonbaby abandoning this attack and going for third base. But if we look at the units count, we can see Sparhawk has a fantastic lead at 35 close to 25 drones.
He has, he's been able to just pump out these drones whilst Moonbaby's wasted a lot of time.
I think that probe start into the rocks.
Yes, it is.
Yes, cancelling the pylons in order for it to be
pylon blocking. Okay.
Question was and
he's going to lose the pylon again.
Sloppy play, letting the pylon.
And
Links can
get in.
No,
they can't.
just barely not. This strange force field being placed, and these Lings are still hammering away the rocks. And Sparhawk made a big mistake during all this. He cut, despite getting 500 minerals, he's cut probe production for such a long time that Moonbaby was actually ahead in the worker count. If Sparhawk just kept on making probes, he didn't even have to chrono them necessarily. He would be in such a good worker lead. But with no probes and no chrono on them, he's behind. And going down double Stargate, which might work out, seeing as Sparhawk seems to be so good with those Phoenixes.
Splinter, our current King of the Hill, reminding us you can also hear the rocks being destroyed when you
Yeah, of course. Sparhawk might not necessarily be able to hear, so that's not...
And just 1 week from losses is 55 aerosols count.
Okay.
Airwick fresh matter.
That's true. That Zealot is interesting.
The Zealot can hold.
Will the Zealot hold? Bob is doing his job. That's all I'm going to say.
Bob doesn't start with a B. Bob doesn't start with a B. You need a name with a Z for a Zealot.
Bob doesn't start with a B, does
Bob
it?
doesn't start with a Z. That's what I meant to say.
But Zealots are just called Bob.
No.
Sorry.
Zach the Zealot, Zane the Zealot,
No.
Zoe the Zealot.
Bob.
Okay, and as these targets complete, we do see an interesting choice. One Void Ray, one Oracle. It's not often you see this. It's not often you see this. Bradley, are you excited to see an Oracle?
I am stoked. I didn't even realise.
For those of you who do not know, Bradley's middle name is in fact Oracle.
No, it's Lolacle.
Lolacle. And we do see Sparhawk.
White Raw signed my sign.
White Raw himself, and this is not a joke.
White Raw himself signed my Lolacle sign.
At DreamHack Glacier. And
you guys should come to DreamHack.
Sparhawk going for this unconventional third base location. I mean, you might say this is a safe third base, Protoss is fine, but look how late he has to take it, 11 minutes. You don't want to take a third base at 11 minutes, you want it at 9 minutes, 10 minutes at the latest.
I think we've been focusing quite a lot on the Protoss today. Maybe we should have a peek and catch up with Moonbaby.
Yeah, I mean,
down, he's got brooches.
So far he hasn't produced any attacking units after those early links. He's just been pumping drones constantly, and now getting all his tech. Roach Warren, Hydrogen, Infestation Pit. Now fending on this Oracle, 1 kill, but 1 kill is not worth 150 games.
The least effective Oracle ever.
No, I think the award goes to Splinters in the ISL Summer 2013 finals, where it flew in, turned around, and then was never used again. It didn't even move or scout.
Die.
It was just forgotten.
Didn't even die.
It didn't even die. And we do see Sparhawk going for Void Ray player, favourite of previously mentioned ISL champion Splinter.
No, I agree with Splinter. Void Rays are pretty good.
Depends how you define good.
I beat Cox 5 times.
Cox, of course, our observer.
Hello, Cox.
Probably moving the camera
Hopefully
frantically as
moving
he
the camera.
probably moving the camera frantically as he remembers the beat to Bradley.
As he tries to keep up with what we're saying and actually show what we're talking about rather than something irrelevant.
Yeah, and we do see the Robo facility just finishing up the Sparhawk. Will we see Colossi in response to this Hydra play from Moonbaby?
No, he's just going to keep building Void Rays. And if Splinter has taught us anything, that if you build enough Void Rays, they actually just
We do
kill
see the
anything.
Robo Bakers, we do see the unit combination of choice will be Colossus Void Ray.
Once he gets the
Indra's
gases
favourite.
up on the third base, he can actually just infinitely farm
Yeah,
Void Rays.
there's a lot of probes, and we do see some vulgarity being spewed by Moonbaby.
Absolutely disgusting.
And the question on my mind is, how humiliating is it to lose to a baby?
He is from the moon.
That does change things quite significantly.
Quite significantly. What's a moonman?
A moon,
If someone from Mars is a Martian,
a moonian,
someone from the moon is a
moonanian,
Lunaria.
a winner.
If anyone in chat can tell me what someone from the moon is called,
The immortal
I'll give
can't
you
get
that.
past this wall. Big force to kill one of the pylons.
doesn't supply block him though.
Does not supply block. Let's supply blocks.
There's a
This
link to the
series-
front, link to the. Oh, they were just scarring.
Sparhawk,
I
one
can
thing
see
that,
how many though.
this series he hasn't been supplied block very often. Something we can't say for Moonbaby. We
Okay.
do see double Colossus production on the way. Thermal should go down shortly.
Sparhawk's actually keeping up pretty well this game. I mean, he was a lot further behind in the other games.
Yeah.
He's building up a decent army. It's just how well are these Void Rays
This
really
third
doing
base
against
is
Hydra?
this is third base is easy to
Also
defend.
Infestors.
So yeah, I think that Sparhawk's actually in a decent position. I'm quite surprised actually. I think Moonbaby should have taken the fourth base a bit earlier maybe to extend his advantage. Instead he's gone for this Roach Hydra Infestor play, which isn't what you want against Colossus Void Ray. Colossi will deal so well with the ground army.
He hasn't seen any of the Colossi yet though. There are only just 2 of them popping out now.
2 of them popping out now, 2 more in
And 2
production.
more on the way. So he's
Okay.
going to have 4 Colossi. That's actually going to start to get
Four
quite scary.
Colossi is so much, it's exponentially more powerful than 2 Colossi. So if he waits for those 3rd and 4th Colossi and then pushes them out, I'm not sure if Moonbaby will be able to defend unless he micros like Flash.
Clanger is the correct answer, Lord Tomo. You get 50p.
Huh?
Clanger. Have you not watched the Clanger? It's like the little like pink dudes with like the weird noses on the moon. They're like little puppets. It was a kids show.
I'm not a kid.
You were when this show came
You
out.
see the Void Ray turning up engagement, Fumble going down to some okay forces, trapping a few roaches.
Zane,
and
he's got the supply.
the supply lead goes to Sparhawk for the first time in what
Ever.
feels like a billion years, and
I'm getting
Sparhawk's
excited.
pushing out, and
This death ball
his
is making
third
me
and fourth
excited.
Colossi are on the way, and 2 spiders in production. I think Moonbaby's scared. He's like, oh crap, Roach Hydra Infestor isn't going to cut it. I need something else.
He's realised he's made a horrible mistake. He's got 50 zerglings.
He's got 50 Zerglings. The panic move, making 50 Zerglings. Zerglings cost
And now
out
he's supply blocked again.
Supply blocked again. 200 over 192, and these 4 Colossi are going to make short work of this Infestor Roach Hydra Ling composition. And those spiders.
What Moonbaby
not
really
gonna be
needs
done
to
in
do
time.
now is split his army, go for the front, go for that natural, which he is
Yeah,
doing.
we do
He's
see
sending Link
the Ling
over.
by it. Is there a gap? There's no
There's no
gap.
gap,
No
but
gap.
he-
And we do see
Oh no!
the Ling's coming back on the mini-map, starting to
Decent
help
help
us.
us. He's like 1 more force field, he's going to lose a lot of
Oh,
Colossi
he
here.
lets a lot of units get in, and did Moonbaby win? Sparhawk's a lot. Okay, Sparhawk missed my growth there. He needed, his sentries had one job, to keep the units away from the Colossi so the Colossi could do their splash. And they did not. And we can see what once
Well,
looked
that's
promising for Sparhawk now does not look promising at all, as the supply is 193 to 99. I mean, yeah, and we can see 5 bases to 3. The
Here
main
comes
base
the
might
BL.
BM. I mean, there's more Colossi, more Voiders in production, Twilight Council, but Oracle still staying in. It didn't even go with the army. Perhaps if it helped, the battle would have turned out different.
And
And that's what we'll
challenge
never
is
know.
thrown out to Glenn Splinteros and Naki.
Oster could do
Ostachini,
something
I
like
always
that.
do that. I'm so sorry, Glenn.
And GG, well played. Comes down to Sparhawk, and Moonbaby is our precious big tournament champion.
Congratulations.
Sparhawk not leaving the game yet,
Thirsty.
calling his opponent a dirty Zerg,
Thirsty.
cheesy scum. Oh, Thirsty. I don't know what Thirsty means, but Moonbaby's thirsty.
Very thirsty. And there we have it. Moonbaby is our Freshers Week tournament champion.
Moonbaby is the king.
Is the king that... No, he's not.
He's not the king.
He's not the king. He's now free to challenge.
He is going to challenge our king of the hill, who is Glenn Ostchini. I hope I pronounced it
Let's
right.
just call him Splinter.
Splinter. He's going to challenge Splinter.
In another epic PvZ. So I hope you guys like PvZ, because there's more coming.
We'll cast that in the coming weeks, and it will be epic. Both players are Master League, so expect more epic games.
Did you enjoy that series?
I enjoyed that series. My favourite part was
The cheese at the beginning.
proxy 2 gate.
That ballsy proxy 2 gate that actually came out and worked really, really well for him there.
It's not often you see proxy 2 gate work against a Zerg.
No.
It's not often you see one attempted against Zerg.
No.
And Sparhawk won with it. I mean, the score was 3-1. The only game he won was with that proxy gate, but I think that there still was some promising play from Sparhawk. I mean, he had such a huge deficit this most recent game on Polar Knight, and it is his own favourite map, and he still made a huge game out of it. He nearly won.
Yeah, he could have taken that there. With better force skills, he would have been really in that game going forward. He would have sniped that base.
With better
he would
force
have
skills,
got
he would
out.
have just killed the army
He
straight
could
up.
have brought another ship with him, sniped that base, and just recall.
Yeah, well, I think if he forced it better, he would have just killed the army straight up and won there and then.
Yeah, he had like even supplies and a better composition than his opponent.
But alas, the only way for things to change is if the two players resume replay and try again.
Which is not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. I think Moonbaby is content with his victory and doesn't want to risk a defeat.
No, absolutely not. Alright then, well that wraps up our Freshers Week tournament, guys. I hope you enjoyed.
I'm sorry about the audio, it'll be fixed for any future casts.
Yes, all future casts will have nice clean audio apart from Zane's microphone.
I'm getting a new microphone, and
Okay, well,
I'm not.
all audio in our
Just to
future
clarify,
casts.
we're not using a microphone at the moment. We're using a Microsoft Surface, and everyone knows Microsoft Surface sucks.
So harsh. So harsh.
Okay, thanks for watching.
So,
Stay classy, Imperial Starcraft Society.